Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today we're going to talk about Ethereum and look at its valuation against Bitcoin and against USD. So if you guys like the content, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. Let's go ahead and jump in. So this video is not meant to be super, new insights or anything. I just want to provide an update. This was something we talked about for months leading up to it in 2019, and so we're going to be talking about it in 2020 as well. And the general idea is, if you haven't seen it before, it's historically the pattern of a good Ethereum buy with Bitcoin in December. This is not financial advice. I'm not saying you should or should not buy it, but I'm just saying, historically speaking, Ethereum has been a good buy using Bitcoin in December. And generally speaking, there's a downtrend leading into December, right? I mean, going into December, there's a downtrend, right? Here's another one. We see these downtrends leading into every December of the price of Ethereum against Bitcoin. There's another one. Here was another one, and then we're currently potentially in yet another one. So again, if you look at these valuations, if you had bought Ethereum with Bitcoin in December, in 2016, it would have been an 1,800% return, 600% the next year, 285 the next year, 66 the next year, 61 the next year. So it stands to reason that there's a good chance we might see it again. Now you might say, well, the past doesn't mean anything, right? It doesn't predict anything. I agree with you. There's a good chance that it doesn't happen. We said the same thing last year. We said, you know what? This is a pattern. It looks like it's going to repeat, and it did. And the same thing could be said potentially this year. If you look at the price of Ethereum against Bitcoin, it looks like it's been dropping, right? I mean, it doesn't look like it has been. If you take it from the peak, it's down 20%. If you take it against Bitcoin, if you take it from the candle top, it's down approximately 10 or 11% or 12% or so. So if this were to continue and the Ethereum valuation against Bitcoin bled until, say, December, then it might present yet another timely buying opportunity with Bitcoin. So it means using Bitcoin to buy Ethereum in hopes to see yet another nice timely return on your investment. So again, I can't say if it's going to play out for sure. It's too early to say. Why? Well, it's not December yet. So the whole premise, right, is it's historically a good time to buy it in December. Right now it's just October, so I just want you guys to know this is something that is on my radar. If you look at the price of Bitcoin, it also stands to reason that there's a good chance this could play out again. Because when we know that when Bitcoin is testing the 20-week moving average, most things will bleed against it, right? When it's up here and moving sideways, then things can continue to gain on it. And Ethereum was gaining on Bitcoin week over week. It kept gaining on Bitcoin. It tests the 20-week, that confidence goes away, right? It doesn't go away in the sense of it's crashing, because if Bitcoin would go down here, then rest assured Ethereum confidence would be completely gone in the short term. But I mean, Ethereum still is at around $360 or so there's still a decent amount of confidence there. And I would say it's because Bitcoin has held the 20-week so far. Now, because Bitcoin is not moving sideways and it's just trending upwards, this is the reason I would say is because Ethereum has not made any moves yet. So we need Bitcoin to move sideways. Okay, that's what we need. For Ethereum to break out, we need Bitcoin to move sideways, and also it needs to move sideways above the 20-week moving average. So it's above the 20-week, check, but it's not moving sideways. Okay, so this is a key thing to remember as to why there's a pretty good reason why we haven't seen this, as we've talked about before. The best thing for coins like Ethereum is when Bitcoin is bullish, but not too bullish, right? And if it's moving up like this, it's too bullish. And if it's too close to the 20-week, it's too bearish, right? There's too much uncertainty there. So again, what we need is for Bitcoin to go sideways. If we quickly just pull up Ethereum versus USD, we can see that in fact we are. Let's pull up our regression band. You can see that we are still within the regression band. Okay, so the regression band upper bound is 379. Ethereum's currently 367. So it's business as usual there. If you haven't seen the regression band before, it generally just means there's key times when we're in it where it tends to be a good time to accumulate Ethereum, and when we're out of it, it historically is a good local top, right? Sometimes it goes higher than others. This is why we say we don't know where the top will be, but it's a good reason to take advantage of any bubble, no matter where it is. Well, this is not a bubble because that was when it first launched, but you get the idea. And over here, I did take profits at this local bubble. It was only a small amount of profits because I wanted to leave some on the table in case it kept going up. But this is why I always say we don't know when the bubbles will occur. We don't know how high they'll go, but I want to take advantage of any bubble that does form. And there's plenty of examples where they went up much higher, like Chainlink. And if you follow the channel, the DCA cells went up much higher than they did with Ethereum. So right now, I'd say Ethereum is still within the regression band, still within what I would consider general accumulation territory. But there's a good chance that as long as Bitcoin continues to stay too volatile, that the ratio is not going to start skyrocketing anytime soon. Okay, and we said this a few weeks ago. The same thing applies now. So what I'm looking for more so is the macro view, looking at a potential late fourth quarter opportunity, and then just kind of seeing where things go until then. But again, even now, if you're looking at Ethereum against USD, it's still within I would consider a generally good accumulation zone. So if you guys like the content, remember we do have the premium list at intothecryptoverse.com. You get access to a whole bunch of stuff, including weekly reports, weekly videos, a risk dashboard, a private Telegram alerts channel, a private Telegram chat room. You get access to a whole lot of stuff, including risk metrics for the S&P 500. I'm adding one for gold. So you get access to all that stuff. So check it out, intothecryptoverse.com. You can also pay with cryptocurrency if you want to get a discounted lifetime membership. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you subscribe to the channel at the very least, and I'll see you next time.